Gospel Gardener. Alright, today we're going to continue talking about the covering. My children seem to be distracted today, so I think I may be able to do it. What I'm doing today is I'm applying the rest of my wood chip pile, which I've already started doing some, but to save you some of the extreme excitement of doing this. So again, one of the main keys of soil building is I use wood chips, and I actually get a local tree cutting company to when they cut down a tree, I'll call them and have them dump their load on my yard, which is usually about a 10-yard load of wood chips. And the important thing is not that it's just like any wood chips, but that you have the green material from the leaves and stuff, because that's where a lot of the permaculture aspect comes in, because what you're doing is you are allowing the rather than going ahead and put a bunch of fertilizers and everything else, every single time that it rains and the green material and the fresh wood chips from the fresh cut tree, all the nutrients and minerals and stuff that's in that material over time will break down and leak into your soil, enriching it. So what that means is every time it rains, essentially I'm getting compost tea and I don't have to do anything. And so I'll kind of show you what I'm doing, but it's not real complicated. I've just shoveled a big load of wood chips into my wheelbarrow, which is not that big, and then I'll just put it on there several inches thick, spread it out to cover the low spots from last year, and then all winter long, every time it rains, it will be giving me, oh gosh, here they come again. They're just killing my garden videos. But uh-oh, boo-boo. Uh-oh. Here we go. We'll pause again so I can finish. So this is a spot that I dumped on maybe a year and a half ago. I mean, it is like bare thin. So I'm going to be covering more of that, because as the dirt grows gradually more and more exposed, I'll need to put more wood chips and stuff on there. So I will do that now, and then I'll come back in a minute. And so over time, as the wood chips break down, it really begins to enrich your soil. I was going to show you something that I kind of looked at yesterday. When I first started doing this garden, my soil was terrible, like totally rocky and everything. It's been like 3 years, and already you can tell that it's, I mean, that is, I'm digging 5-6 inches deep, but I can't even, there's a little grub, which I have somewhat of a grub issue, but I've coming up with a solution for that. My kids have learned that they're bad. Uh-oh. So anyway, you can see how my soil has gotten much richer over time. I mean, that's like a good 6 inches of topsoil now. And Benaya's trying to kill the worm. I teach them to give them to the chickens for protein. We'll be back in a second. I will come and tell you later how I actually do something more involving my chickens. They're my little fertilizer producers. And so I'll tell you another way how I enrich the soil every year. But the main reason is, or the main way I do that is through the wood chips, and which break down, and through compost tea and all that stuff. Essentially, they become it's just a constant source of nourishment for the garden. So wood chips are the best. You can use leaf mulch and stuff like that too. I've done that as well. But wood chips are what I do now. Anyway, if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the messages. Gospel Gardener, over and out.